What's worse than telling your aunt you still haven't auditioned for American Idol? Watching a guitarist play with no dynamics. That sucks! You suck! Dynamics answer the question, are you really gonna strum the exact same 3 chords at the exact same volume for the entire song? Because some people genuinely do that. As entertainers, we communicate emotion, but none of that happens if your playing is just... My name's Spencer Askin, and I've been a full-time professional guitarist for over 15 years. And today, we are going to learn about dynamics. In this video, we will explore why dynamics matter, dynamic techniques, and how to practice them. If you're a Patreon member, I will be giving you 5 dynamic exercises at the end of the video, so stay tuned. Let us begin. Let's imagine a very simple song so everyone can follow along. We're just gonna use the chords D, C add 9, and G. Okay, so here's the intro. And then when it goes to the verse, the chords change to this. And then things start to get really crazy on the chorus. Sounds like this. Under the solo you have. The problem here is I just played you the same thing 5 times. The chord progression itself does not change. My strum pattern didn't change. Any one of those could be placed anywhere else. So how do I let the audience know what section of the song we're in on my rhythm guitar machine? We're gonna do that by creating dynamic contrast. Here's the same parts again with dynamic contrast. Here could be a verse. Here could be a chorus. And then kick it into high gear on the solo. We're creating this dynamic arc and changes in the volume and in the emotion, and we're not just fucking watching grandma die on ER. After you do this, and then you like go to a show and you notice someone not changing their dynamics throughout the sections of a song, you're gonna be like, what in the hell is going on? This is so weird. So let's talk about this verse first. What is the point of a verse in music? The verse is where we're introducing the first lyrics of the song. Typically, so who's the star of the show? The singer. So that means we, especially as rhythm guitar players, we're backing up the singer. That means we don't need to go like this. We can pull back our dynamic, right? We want the focus to be the singer and the lyrics and the vocal melody. So we could do even the same strum pattern, but just strum softer, and we can palm mute it. We can keep it tight, keep the dynamic down, and that's gonna push the focus towards the singer, which is a good thing. So it doesn't have to be super tight. Now we're gonna hit the chorus. So we're gonna open everything up, no palm mutes, bigger strums. Build into the chorus, here we go. No palm mute. And then back to quiet. I didn't touch any pedals or change any settings, but you can immediately hear that we're in a new section of the song. I'm strumming harder, right? I'm opening the chords up. You could also hit a boost pedal. You could change tones for these sorts of things. Of course, solo could be even louder, even bigger than the chorus. This could be like the penultimate expression. And so you're just, or maybe the instrumental comes down. You really need to be listening to your band. And maybe that's the real lesson here today. If you're playing lead guitar, it's likely you'll have some effects, but let's say you're rolling up to a open mic and you're using the house Roland Cube. If you're doing fills behind a vocalist, obviously you want to stay out of their way time-wise, but also dynamically, you know, you're not the focal point, so you're trying to fill up space. If you want to solo there, you do want to draw attention, so you should probably play harder. We're responding to the music around us. If we just played all our fills and all our solos and everything like this, then we wouldn't hear that solo, and it certainly wouldn't grab anybody's attention. So let's talk about the tools that you control with just your hands. Number one, and this one is so obvious, play softer or play harder. Your hands are really your master volume knob. You control the intensity more than anybody else. And don't let them tell you you don't.
I am a man.
That's just my hands. That was just my hands. Number two, palm muting. Palm muting immediately tightens everything up. It lowers the dynamic. The closer to your neck you are, the more muted you get. The closer to your bridge, the less muted you get, right? I'll put on a little drive for this. But one thing that people don't talk about very often, the amount of pressure that you apply with your picking hand also changes how muted the sound is. So use that to your advantage. You know, you're in control of everything. Your hands are part of your body. Number three, pick attack. The sharpness and angle of your pick can also completely change the sound. If I'm playing with my pick totally flat like this, that's a way different sound than angling my thumb just a little bit so the pick is sort of slicing through. Number four, be aware of when you're using your wrist versus your elbow. You know, a lot of people argue about what is the better method of movement, your picking mechanics. That doesn't matter. That's not what we're here to talk about. They will sound a little bit different and you might use them for different things. So if you're picking single notes or you're doing palm muted shallow strumming, your wrist is gonna be where it's at. If you need this like big, powerful, that's gonna be your elbow. If you want like your standard strumming, you need to use both in conjunction, right? Your elbow, and you can see my wrist is not locked. I'm using both. Just to give you an example, if I strummed chords using just my elbow and I held my wrist tight, locked in place, it would sound like this. And you all probably know a guy that plays like that.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Left hand muting. This may be the unsung hero of dynamics, but lightly releasing pressure on your strings gives you a percussive sound as you're picking. Check it out. Use that to your advantage, right? That can change the sound of your progression if you're playing the same progression over and over. I'm palm muting my whole strum pattern here. But you still got this extra percussive thing because I'm pulsing whether I'm pushing down into the strings or not. These techniques alone can make a huge difference. Most people when they're playing, I would assume, don't think about all of this stuff. You just start to hear them and feel them and it becomes a part of your guitar playing DNA. So don't worry about it, just practice these and especially start to notice them if you don't do them already. That is the first step. That's our lesson today. If you're a Patreon member, stick around and we will get into the extra good right now. All right, so that's it for our lesson on dynamics today. I feel dumb even having to say this, but if you're on a gig the chorus usually should be louder. Your fills during the verse should not be the same volume as your solo. And yet, I've played with people that I genuinely respect who still don't do these basic things. If you liked this or this helped you in any way, please let me know in the comments below. As always, let me know what you're working on and what you'd like some help with. I am always taking suggestions for my next videos. If you're really starting to take an interest to this guitar thing and you want to support a little of what I do here, please check out the Patreon. We hope to see you there. Thank you and goodbye.